If you scroll through modern dating advice for 10 minutes, you'll hear the exact same script. If you want a man to stay loyal, you have to keep him chasing. Play hard to get. Look flawless 24/7. Never let him see you sweat. Basically, the internet is telling you to act like a cross between a secret agent and a supermodel just to keep a man from looking at his phone. But let's be honest for a second. If you've ever tried playing those games, you already know the truth. They are exhausting, and worse, they don't actually work long term. Those superficial tactics, the hot and cold games, the strategic texting delays, they don't trigger a man's loyalty. They trigger his hunting instinct. And any biologist will tell you that once the hunt is over, the hunter naturally starts looking around for the next prize. If you want a man's deep, unbreakable devotion, you have to look past the surface. As a man, I'm going to pull back the curtain on something most guys don't even have the vocabulary to explain to themselves. A man doesn't commit to a woman because of what he gets from her. He commits because of who he is allowed to be when he is standing next to her. Today, we are diving deep into the single most powerful psychological need a man has. When this specific emotional need is met, his desire to look elsewhere completely evaporates. He doesn't stay out of a sense of moral obligation. He stays because your presence feels like the only place on earth where he can finally breathe. The biological blueprint, the unseen burden. To understand why this emotional need is so powerful, we have to look at the psychological inheritance every single man carries. From the time we are little boys playing on the playground, men are conditioned by both evolutionary biology and society to wear a very specific mask. We are told that our value as human beings is entirely tied to our utility. What can we build? What can we fix? Can we protect? Can we provide? Think about it. Society rarely asks a man how he feels. It asks him what he does. Because of this, the vast majority of men live their lives in a state of perpetual, low-level hypervigilance. We are taught that to show doubt, fear, or hesitation is to invite failure. If a caveman showed panic during a mammoth hunt, the tribe didn't form a support group. They looked for a new leader. Fast forward to the modern world, and that ancient conditioning hasn't changed. Even the most successful, confident man you know is likely carrying what I call performance fatigue. It is incredibly heavy to constantly wear armor. Men feel like they always have to have the answers, always have to be the rock, and always have to stay strong, even when they feel like everything is crashing down around them. And here's the dark secret about male friendships. We love our boys, but we rarely talk about our deepest fears with them. If a guy goes to his friends and says, "Hey man, I'm terrified I'm failing at my career," he's usually met with, don't worry about it, let's grab a beer." It's well-meaning, but it forces the armor right back on. This creates a profound, aching isolation inside the masculine psyche. And it sets up the exact moment where a woman can become the most important person in his universe. This brings us to the core emotional need that unlocks absolute male loyalty, the need for an identity mirror. Every human being wants to see themselves in a positive light, but a man heavily relies on his partner's perception of him to anchor his own identity. You are the mirror. When he looks at you, what does he see reflected back? If he looks at you and sees respect, genuine fascination, and an unshakable belief in his capability, something extraordinary happens on a neurological level. When a woman genuinely acknowledges a man's competence and values his unique impact on her life, his brain doesn't just register a compliment. It triggers a massive dopamine loop associated with survival, reward, and motivation. But here's the psychological kicker. His brain binds that chemical reward directly to your face, your voice, and your presence. Neurobiologically, you become the catalyst for his highest self. Loyalty isn't built when a man thinks, "She's a great catch." Loyalty is locked in when a man realizes, "My drive, my confidence, and the version of myself that I love the most only exists when I am with her." When you fulfill his need to feel impactful, leaving you doesn't just mean breaking up with a girlfriend. To his subconscious mind, leaving you feels like abandoning his own identity. The thought of straying or cheating becomes a psychological threat to his own peace because no other woman can replicate the specific, elevated mirror you provide. The mistakes that unknowingly starve him. Now here's where things go wrong in a lot of relationships. Most women don't intentionally set out to make their partner feel small. It rarely happens during a massive, explosive argument. Instead, a man's psychological loyalty is chipped away by what psychologists call micro-dismissals. It's 1,000 tiny cuts. It's shrugging off something he's proud of because you're busy. It's rolling your eyes when he brags a little bit about a win at work. or it's interrupting him to correct a minor detail when he's excitedly explaining a passion project to your friends. To you, it might just seem like a casual comment or a busy moment, but to his masculine psychology, the identity mirror just cracked. He hears, "What you do doesn't matter to me. Your impact is invisible." And then there's the ultimate relationship trap, the mothering trap. Look, I get it. Sometimes we leave our socks on the floor or we forget to buy the exact brand of milk you asked for. We aren't perfect. But when a woman steps into the role of a manager or a mother, constantly reminding, correcting, and managing a man's life, the romantic dynamic suffocates. When you mother a man, you aren't reflecting back a capable, powerful partner. You are reflecting back a flawed child. And let me tell you a brutal truth about male psychology. A man will never feel passionate about or fiercely loyal to a woman who treats him like a teenager who can't get his life together. When he feels starved of that feeling of competence at home, his subconscious mind naturally becomes highly vulnerable to outside environments or other people where he is suddenly celebrated instead of managed. The actionable blueprint to lock in his devotion. So, how do you fix this? How do you become that irresistible identity mirror that completely locks in his devotion? You don't need to change your personality, and you definitely don't need to play hard to get. You just need to follow a simple 3-step blueprint. Step number 1 is what I call public elevation. There's an old saying that a man will conquer a kingdom just to hear his woman brag about it to the neighbors. It sounds like a joke, but it's entirely true. The next time you are around friends, family, or even a casual acquaintance, find a natural moment to praise a specific trait of his. Say something like, "Honestly, I don't know how he stayed so calm dealing with that landlord. He was incredibly sharp." Watch his posture change when you say it. When a man knows you proudly champion him to the outside world, his loyalty to you becomes an unshakable duty. Step number 2, use the specific notice formula. Throw away generic compliments like, "You're so nice," or "You're great." Generic praise feels like a participation trophy. Instead, praise his impact on your life with specificity. Try saying, "I love how carefully you plan our weekend trips. It makes me feel incredibly taken care of and relaxed around you." By doing this, you are explicitly pointing to the mirror and showing him exactly where his masculine strength successfully serves the relationship. He will literally double his efforts to keep earning that specific feeling. And finally, step number 3, seek his counsel. Now, I know you are a strong, fiercely independent woman who can handle her own life. You don't need a man to solve your problems, but choosing to involve him in your thought process is a masterclass in relationship psychology. Occasionally, approach him with a dilemma at work or a decision you're mulling over. Say, "I really value how logically your mind works. What do you think is the best way to handle this situation?" This is the ultimate consultation trigger. You are telling him that his intellect and his perspective matter to you. You are feeding his core emotional need to be valuable, impactful, and significant. At the end of the day, men are simple creatures, but our psychological wiring runs deep. A man doesn't stay loyal to a woman because she's perfect or because she plays the best psychological games. He stays loyal to the woman who serves as the catalyst for his own greatness. When you become the mirror that reflects his absolute best self back to him, you don't have to chase his commitment. He will guard his bond with you at all costs because he knows that losing you means losing the very best version of himself. If you found this insight into the male mind helpful, make sure to drop a comment below letting me know the one trait you appreciate most about your partner. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive into relationship psychology here on Brainy Facts. Until next time, take care of your relationship and take care of yourself.